Hi guys, I am now Satan and we are playing Minecraft 1.12.2 if I'm not mistaken, and this is a modded Minecraft, but it's not really that heavily modded. It has only a couple of mods, and I'm not using any kind of like a big mod pack or famous mod pack whatsoever, right? Why I'm doing this thing? Because Buildcraft is a mod that was released in alpha for 1.12.2, and I really love Buildcraft. This is one of the oldest mod that I know, and I just like it. I just really like it, and I like playing with it, and it was always missing for me from all the previous versions that I tried to play, so I decided to actually go and give it a shot. This mod pack that I'm playing is very small mod pack that I basically put into the play, maybe like, I don't know, maybe 20 minutes to actually like put the whole mod pack. It's a custom one, and I have basically a couple of mods. I do have the, what was that? Was it 10 or something? I do have Buildcraft, as I mentioned, BiblioCraft, because, well, the shelves and this kind of stuff, I really like it. I do have ceramics that I never actually played with, I think. And this is actually the only thing modded that I have, is the clay armor, and that comes from ceramic. And that's actually quite nice, because I found quite a bit of clay at the very beginning, so that's very nice. I have chicken chunks, of course. I do have forestry, because I'm most interested in the machinery of forestry, not really that whole bee stuff and tree breeding or whatsoever. Not really that. Maybe I will do something, but not really that much. What else I do have here? I do have Industrial Foregoing. That's a spiritual successor of Minecraft, Mine Factory Reloaded. I think that was the mod, and I'm kind of interested of how this thing plays. I never played with this thing. I have no idea how this plays. I think it will be something like Mine Factory Reloaded, and that could be very interesting because it has a lot of crazy machines that can automate stuff. Then I have iron chest. I do also have the drawers. I do have Spartan Shields because, well, I think this should be actually in vanilla Minecraft, but okay. I do have also simple storage networks that I will be using mostly to retrieve stuff, but this is something that will be in the future, basically. I do also have Quark. I do have the Twilight Forest, because who doesn't love Twilight Forest, right? I never actually went through it, so I don't know how it actually plays. But I want to actually go and make this kind of adventure in this play. I do have thermal expansion. I do have thermal what's called foundation, and I do have also the thermal cultivation. I do not have thermodynamics, so that means that all the power transfer and moving items whatsoever will have to be done by Buildcraft pipes, and I'm very happy about that. I do also have Tinker's Construct, and I do have also Yoyos. This is also kind of interesting because Yoyos are basically a quite new mod. I think I never actually heard about it, but it has this kind of very nice integration with Tinker's Construct. I do also have Waystones that I have no idea how to emphasize that it is a great mod for quick travel, for actually making like quick travel whatsoever. It basically brings Diablo-like portals, Waystones to the Minecraft, and it's really cool. It's kind of costly in Ender Pearls, but yeah, what isn't? Okay, so that's basically that. And what is the aim of this thing? I want to actually play with Buildcraft. This is the aim of this play. I want to play with Buildcraft again. I want to have like this kind of crazy item systems. I do want to make like a queries. I want to have all this kind of stuff, right? So basically, I want to play with old mods that old mods. Yeah, pretty much. Buildcraft is a very old mod. I think it's the first mod that I actually downloaded for Minecraft in like 1.2 maybe, or maybe it was even earlier. I don't remember, but it was like a beta. It wasn't even like this numeration. It was like the previous numeration. I want to actually play with the new versions of the old modes that I know. Some of them, like Minecraft, My Factory Reloaded, whatsoever. Well, it's way newer mode than Buildcraft. Well, yeah, I don't have that mode, but I have a spiritual successor, so that's very nice. Forestry is also a very old mode. Tinker's Construct is kind of oldish, I think. Well, never mind. But basically I want to play with this thing and actually have this kind of very simplistic gameplay that will allow me to just enjoy myself, right? And for this first episode, I just want to make a very basic sorting system using Buildcraft pipes and very simple Buildcraft machinery, right? So what we will have to do, I think I already prepared some stuff for myself, and that is basically some glass, some clay. Do we need clay? No, we will not need clay, not really. And we have also some cobble, and basically I will need maybe, I don't know, 16 of the cobble that I will turn into a stone, because if I'm not mistaken, stone pipes were better than cobble pipes a little bit when it comes to stats whatsoever, right? So I'll actually do that. We'll need one wooden pipe. Well, that's the thing, you're always getting 8, right? And what we'll need, I have a piston, that's very nice. And what we'll need is the Redstone Engine for extracting. While I will be doing, oh, we also need gears. Okay, that's how we make gears. While I will be doing all this thing, I will try to actually go and explain basically how Buildcraft works. Because I don't think that that many people actually know this mod anymore, because, well, it was absent for like maybe 2 versions or 3 versions. So I can get why a lot of people would not know that, because, well, it was just not in recent versions, right? And even before, even in one like 1.710, it was there. It had a lot of my first engine. Oh, that's great. It had a lot of nice additions to it whatsoever, right? But it already then it was not really that popular, because there was all those newer modes that had a lot of fancy new functionality, and they worked in a way whatsoever, right? Like Ender.io, for example. That was a very big thing. Personally, I never actually liked Ender.io. No, it was always off for me. It was just not my kind of no. I never liked it. Well, yeah, but that's okay. Oh, we need insertion pipes, of course. So we need clay also. Oh, and I do have also ceramics, and I don't remember how was this then. I think it was like this. So even then it was actually not really that popular, and I don't really understand why. Because Buildcraft is a great mod. It's great. It has like item transfer and this kind of stuff, and all the things are basically made in game instead of in interfaces. So when it comes to like oops, wait a second, I need basically here will be my extraction chest, right? Okay, that's good. Do I have a chest? I do not have a chest. All the things are whoa, that was odd. All the things are basically done in game. Well, not all the things, but a lot of things are basically done in game, and this is something that I really like about Buildcraft. I think that there's some kind of desync here, but okay. And this is very nice for me. I think it's a great user interface and user experience when it comes to the whole mod, right? Okay, do we have to have, yeah, I will have to actually have also this thing like this. Okay, I can jump there. Yeah, thanks. And a lot of other mods that are basically replaced Buildcraft at one point, they did not have that. Instead of having this kind of very immersive, very in-game thing, right? they were offering a lot of interfaces that you would spend a lot of time in the interfaces instead of actually making like this kind of design, this kind of like crazy contraptions that interact in this way. They actually, you have to actually think about how to plan it, how to space it, whatsoever. Instead of like mods like Ender.io, for example, it introduces basically a pipe and conduit system that is self-routing. It can go and transfer fluids, items, energy, everything. In Buildcraft, you do not have something like that. So that means that you have to actually like plan the stuff, right? And that's very nice. And you have to also think about, okay, those pipes don't have to, they aren't supposed to actually attach to each other and whatsoever, and this kind of stuff. So you have to actually make some kind of decisions, and this is the thing that I really like about Buildcraft, that you have to actually go and basically plan something, and I think this is wonderful when it comes to Buildcraft. Oh wait, can I want to have it here this way and this way? I'm talking and I'm not really, I'm making and talking, and so I'm not really paying attention to what I'm doing. Wait a second. Yeah, alpha. See, Buildcraft is in alpha. They're actually like on the web page. They were on the Twitch web page or whatever it's called. There's actually information that is saying to not. Okay, so here I have the garden. There's information to not use Buildcraft in stable worlds, survival worlds, right? It is in alpha, so it can actually break the world. But anyways, I will try it. I want to actually make here an entrance later on, so maybe I will actually make the whole system here. Well, the thing is that right now we will actually make a very simple one. It will not really have that much space, but the only thing that I actually want to have is basically want to have a simple filtering of cobble, dirt, and this kind of stuff, right? And then have a chest that will actually have some items. So basically in this way I can just actually dump stuff from my backpacks that I would like to also make this one in this episode, right? And then just have this thing filtered. Okay. Okay, focus. So yeah, what I was talking about, yeah, Buildcraft and the whole user experience, user interface, whatsoever, right? I think it's actually wonderful that Buildcraft is doing that basically in world, and there was also this kind of like a movement to actually make the mods in this kind of way, like with Botania basically. That's actually something interesting because why can't? Oh, okay. Because with Botania, basically, when Vasky created Botania whatsoever, everyone was just like extremely impressed that everything is in world. You don't have that many interfaces. Well, you have that kind of book whatsoever, but other than that, you're basically making stuff in in world, right? And everyone was so impressed whatsoever. I was like, well, great, but Buildcraft was already doing this kind of stuff. So yeah. About that, right? Hey, why this thing is not working? That's very odd, I think. This should work just perfectly fine. Basically what it should do, it should basically pump. Okay, we'll debug that in a second. I do not have a wrench, and I don't know if I have resources for it. Okay, but what we'll need also some additional chest, right? Additional chest here, and the chest will be basically positioned here. That's very nice. And then we'll have to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Well, actually 5 only. 5 drawers, and I will make spruce ones, I think. How do you make them? Chest and some wood around. Okay. Oh, I have. Okay, no. Yeah, I have a lot of actually. Okay. Do I have this thing? Yes, I do have. Okay, so here. Hey. Okay, 5 of them. And I need 6, so basically I need 30, I think. Yeah. Oh. Okay. That's very cool. Yeah, okay, so now I want to actually go and make it like this, pretty much. Nice. Okay, now I will go and explain how the hell this is supposed to work. So when it comes to Buildcraft and so, right, you have these pipes, and you have a wooden pipe. Well, you have a lot of pipes, but those are transport pipes, and basically right now we do have 3 types of pipes that I have here. One is a wooden pipe, and basically there's an extraction pipe. That means that you can actually attach it to a inventory provided with some kind of power, for example from a Redstone Engine, and it will extract items from that inventory and put it into the next pipe. The next pipe in our situation here is a stone transport pipe, and basically it's a pipe that just transports. It's not really that fast at all. Actually, it's extremely painfully, I would even say annoyingly slow, but that's okay for now. And then you have something that's called a Clyde transport pipe, and that's an insertion pipe. This pipe is it behaves a little bit differently than other pipes, in a way that normally if a pipe is having a item passing through it, right, it will distribute the item to the to some kind of next pipe or inventory, right? So that means that it basically will make this kind of semi-random distribution of items that are passing through it, right? When it comes to this kind of sorting system, you don't really want to do that, mostly because yeah, this is not working. This is something that kind of annoys me. Yeah, so basically you don't really want to have them like that, right? Mostly because you want to insert items if you are if you can, basically, right? That this is the idea that we have here. And to do that, we want to use this kind of clay transport pipe, right? This insertion pipe that will try to insert an item to the inventory before inserting it to the next pipe. Right? Oh, now it works. Okay. Ooh, free power. That's great. And as you can see, the first cobble is going. And it is slow. It is really slow. It is like glacier speed slow, but it gets sorted. And the next one, and the next one. Right now this thing is actually like basically cold started, right? So it does not reproduce that much power. From the blue thing, it will advance to the yellow state, and that will produce more power, and then to red state, and that will produce basically like 1 RF per tick, I think, and that is the maximum. And that will be actually quite well, quite better speed, right? But it is sorting, so that's very nice. You have 20 cobble here already. I think it actually extracts like 8 at a time or something like that. I think so, but I'm not really sure, funny enough. Okay, you can see, no, 4 at a time. No, so that's actually not really that bad speed, if I'm not that concerned about it. Okay, also the clay, because I also have lots of clay. I do not have dirt, right? No, because I used it on oh no, I have some dirt because I used it on my garden. But we'll have more dirt. No, this is not really that important. I wanted to also have gravel. Okay, yeah, because I'm also do stuff with gravel, and I do have also the so final and basically how this sorting system that is very basic, as you can see, right, will work is that it will try to get the item. Well, actually I will switch to something else maybe. What's the next thing here? Okay, it's this one. Okay, so what I will do, I will switch to clay and go down. So as you can see, the clay is going, right? The first one was the cobble, the second was the sand, so it actually was inserted, and now now the thing was bounced. You see, it cannot be inserted, bounced, it can be not inserted. Here, this one is empty. So now this is a clay drawer, right? And this is basically the place where all the clay will go. So in this way, basically, I can actually make this kind of a nice sorting, very basic sorting, right? That will actually sort this kind of like elements that, elements, the items and blocks whatsoever that I most likely will have a lot, and I just will not be caring about where they go, right? All the other things will be going to the last box, and basically this is what I will also show you. Black wool, wool. Cobblestone also. Yeah, but this is really slow. Oops, not this one. Oops, not this one. This one. Okay. So something like this, right? I think we could try to actually speed it up with another engine. That's also an idea. 4 of those. I wonder if they will actually work. I am not sure about that, but we can actually try. So yeah, so this is a very basic and very simple sorting system, right? That you can do in Buildcraft, just basically around when you have some redstone. So it's not really that hard, and that's very cool. Later on, when you have a little bit better materials like gold, and so I didn't actually find any gold. You can make a gold pipe, and the gold pipe is basically a pipe that speeds up items in the pipes. So it's actually quite nice for actually sorting and so, right? I'm missing something. Yeah, I know what I'm missing. Okay, and a lever. Whoops! Come on! I think we can speed it up, but I'm not sure. I think it worked in the previous versions and then it didn't work or something like that for a version, so I'm not sure, but I will check it, right? Okay, I need an axe. Thank you. That's an axe. Ta-dam. Yeah, I think it's faster now, right? I think it is a little faster. Okay, so we did speed it up. So that's very nice. Okay, so this is basically the sorting that I wanted to have very early. Whoops, very early on. Yeah, this is basically it. And eventually it will actually go and extract all the items, and it will sort them into the proper drawers. So we have very simple sorting. The next thing that I wanted to show you guys is something from Forestry, and those are called backpacks, and I love them. I think that they should be always. They should be in vanilla Minecraft. And a backpack is basically an item that you just... Oh, that's actually nice. Oh no, it's minus this. Okay, it's basically an item that you actually have somewhere in your inventory. You don't have to equip it or whatsoever, right? And it's just there, and it basically will collect items of a given category, right? So, for example, if I do want to have a mining backpack, this digging backpack, that's more interesting one. It's something like that. It's only some string, a chest, a wool, and some stone, right? And that's all. Do I have string? I do not have, right? Can I actually use this thing for string? It may be that I cannot show you this because I do not have access to string. This is the wrong way. String. I can make it from not here. I also have water strainers that are also cool. And then with the pulverizer, but I do not have access to the pulverizer yet. Okay, so I cannot show you that. Sorry, I cannot show you actually the backpacks because I do not have string. And I don't think that there are any spiders around. No. Okay, so maybe the backpacks I will show you in the next episode, whatsoever. But basically, what it is a backpack, like a digging backpack, right? There are a couple of categories of backpacks. The digging backpack, what it does, it is an item that just sits in your inventory, and whenever you are picking something that is basically a product of digging, like, I don't know, cobble, dirt, stone, stone maybe actually, I don't know, gravel or something like that, right? It will go to that backpack, and that backpack has limited space. I think it's like I don't know actually how much, but I think it's like 3 by 8, so it's basically 32 slots of items that can be actually stored there, right? And you have also other types of backpacks, like mining backpacks, and that's all the ores and redstone and diamonds and this kind of stuff. You have how many backpacks do you have actually? You have also like for forestry bees backpack, and that's actually quite cool because it gathers all those bees, and it has like, I don't know, 120 slots for different bees, right? So that's actually quite nice. And that's called apiarist, yeah. And you have like also this kind of thing. What's Lepidopterist? I don't know what is it. Okay. Oh no. So mining backpack actually has 15 slots. And then you have also woven one, and that is the main. And this is basically the main reason why you want to have jungle bees, because they produce silk, and that silk can be turned into a silk cloth or something like that. That can be used for reinforcing the normal backpack into a woven one, and that woven one is basically 45 slots of stuff that you can carry. That's actually quite respectable amount, and do that in the carpenter, right? But also you have the digging backpack, of course, the foresting backpack, you have the hunting backpack, you have the adventuring backpack, and you have the building backpack. Hunting backpack basically is all the animal products. The adventuring backpack, I think this is basically what you specify in the config file, I think. I'm not sure. And the building backpack is all the stuff like I know, stairs, bricks, and this kind of stuff, right? So you can get how very interesting this could be actually, right? Okay, so yeah, I wanted to show you also the Yoyos and the backpacks, but I don't have string, and I will not go fetch it yet, right? So maybe next episode we will actually start with that, and maybe we'll actually start with some Tinker's Construct, because the stone sword is terrible. It takes like, I don't know, 6 hits to actually kill a creeper. It's terrible. Oh, see, yellow. Now they should be faster, but they are not faster. Why is that? Does that mean that everything was extracted or something like that? I have no idea what does that mean. Yeah, but everything was extracted, so it actually went pretty nice, I think. And now if I do the copper ore here, oh, see, yeah, way faster. Yeah, so basically this is how it works. Okay, so this is now Sadan, and this was mostly Buildcraft, what I showed you today, and we'll do something next time, right? So for now, cheers. And yeah, see you next time. Bye bye.